This is me, SpoodBeest's.
Hello everybody, this is my review of WWE Survivor Series 2009, my final of the big four pay-per-view that I do predictions and reviews for. This is the final one of the year. And do excuse the cut in the middle of my fucking forehead. I already tried covering it. This made me look like a mushroom head, and this just didn't cover it at all. So you're gonna have to bear through an ugly cut on my forehead for this video. Sorry about that. Whatever. So we open up the night with Team Morrison, which was John Morrison, Evan Bourne, Shelton Benjamin, Matt Hardy, and Finlay, taking on Team Miz, which was The Miz, Drew McIntyre, Sheamus, Jack Swagger, and Dolph Ziggler. The first elimination came when Bourne eliminated Dolph Ziggler, and then right after that, Drew McIntyre eliminated Evan Bourne. And then we got some Sheamus and Finlay for a bit until Sheamus eliminated Finlay. And then we got some back and forth action between the two teams until Morrison eventually did eliminate Swagger. And then we got some Shelton Benjamin in there, and that was pretty cool. Benjamin did his thing, it was like Benjamin of 04 for a bit, until, it didn't last very long though, as he did get eliminated by The Miz. And then we got some good action between Morrison and Hardy taking on Miz, McIntyre, and Sheamus. However, McIntyre did eliminate Matt Hardy, and then we had Morrison get beaten up by the three lasting members of Team Miz until he was eventually eliminated by Sheamus. This was a good opener in my opinion. The only gripe I have with this pay-per-view is half the cards was these traditional Survivor Series matches. So, the problem I had with them was that there was too many guys being eliminated too quickly. These eliminations just seemed to come right like that. And that's what kind of sank the levels down for these matches for me. So, and every match kind of suffered from that same issue, each one of these elimination matches. But this is still a good opener. I gave it 3.25 stars. Let's move on. And then after that, we had Batista versus Rey Mysterio. This match excelled at telling a good story, but it was okay because it was too quick. It seemed to end out of, it just seemed to end so quickly. The story told that Batista just could not get anything over Rey at all. And Rey just kept embarrassing him, kept making him look like a fool. And then until Batista eventually snapped, speared the living shit out of Mysterio. That spear looked brutal. And then he went on to powerbomb Rey Mysterio not once, not twice, but 3 times. 3 consecutive Batista bombs. And then, they had the medical personnel come out. Batista chased them off with a chair and then proceeded to spine bust Rey Mysterio on the steel chair. They did the stretcher job. From a storytelling point of view, this match was good, but it was still okay because it all happened too quickly. I gave this 2.5 stars. Just go on. And then we moved on to Team Kingston versus Team Orton. Team Kingston consisted of Kofi Kingston, Christian, Mark Henry, MVP, and R-Truth. Team Orton consisted of Randy Orton, Legacy, Rhodes, and DiBiase, William Regal, and CM Punk. And Mark Henry was eliminated right off the bat by Orton. Same with R-Truth. He was eliminated right off the bat by CM Punk. Then we got some team-on-team action until Christian eventually did eliminate DiBiase. MVP, then right after that, eliminated William Regal. And then after a while, Rhodes was able to eliminate MVP. And then after that, Christian was able to eliminate Rhodes. And then we got some pretty good back and forth action between Kofi and Christian and Orton and Punk. However, Orton did eliminate Christian. And then after that, when Kofi was the only existing member of his team left, Orton quickly tagged in CM Punk and backed out, being the cowardly heel that he is. And then we got a great little sparring session between Punk and Kofi. I liked when these two were going at it. They worked well together. I enjoyed that little portion. And then Orton tried to screw Kofi out of getting a pinfall by distracting him. And Punk did the backwards roll-up thing. Punk reversed, then Kofi reversed Punk's pin into his own, eliminated Punk, and then hit the Trouble in Paradise on Orton on his way into the ring and quickly won the matchup for his team. This is what I thought should happen, that Kofi should go over in this match. I predicted this to happen. I'm glad this happened, and this was the best of the traditional Survivor Series matches. I enjoyed this one the most. Again, it suffered from too many guys getting eliminated too quickly, but other than that, this was the best of them. I had a few gripes with it. It gets 3 3/4 stars. Just a good to a very good match, in my opinion. And then from there, we went to the first triple threat title match, which was Undertaker defending the World Heavyweight Championship against Big Show and Chris Jericho. This match was a good triple threat match, not a great triple threat match. Nothing really memorable happened, although Jericho is Jericho and always makes a match great. Big Show showed up to a good match. Undertaker worked well in this match. It just seemed to flow well. I like the flow of this match, which kind of helped it out. It also told a good story between Big Show and Jericho, what would happen when both had the same opportunity at the same time. Storyline-wise and just how the flow of it went, I really enjoyed it. I'll give this match 3.5 stars. Just some more good stuff from this pay-per-view. And from there, we moved on to the final traditional Survivor Series elimination matchup. Team Mickie versus Team Michelle. Team Mickie comprised of Kelly herself, Mickie James, Eve, Melina, and Gail Kim. And then Team McCool, Team Michelle, involved of Captain Team Michelle, Layla, Beth Phoenix, Alicia Fox, and Jillian. Layla was eliminated right away. Gail Kim was eliminated right away. Jillian was eliminated right away. All by a bunch of different people. And then Kelly was eliminated right away by Beth Phoenix. After a while, like Beth Phoenix did 2 eliminations like right after each other. So again, there was quick eliminations here. Although for this match, it didn't really matter. It kind of worked. And then Mickie James and Beth Phoenix went at it for a bit until Mickie James got the upper hand and, ended up getting the pinfall. And then Mickie ended up eliminating Alicia Fox, and then Melina ended up pinning Michelle McCool. And this was just a good little Divas match. It exceeded my expectations. I gave it 2 stars. Let's move on to the main event. Now, this match I thought was what you could consider a great match. The beginning was unpredictable, as Shawn Michaels did super kick Triple H right the fuck out. He kicked him. That kick looked nasty. And Triple H was out for a good bit. And we got a good little session between Michaels and Cena. A little mat wrestling thing they had going there. I like that portion. And then they ended up brawling on the outside. And Michaels went to go put Cena through the table. But Triple H jumped in there and ended up spine-busting Shawn Michaels through the announce table. And that was pretty cool. And then we got some wrestling between Triple H and John Cena, which is pretty groovy too. And then Shawn ended up getting in there. We had a good little session between the 3 of them of false finishes. And then the ending seemed to come right out of nowhere, especially since they had 15 minutes of the pay-per-view left. They could have at least gone a little more, 10 minutes. So due to that, it does lose a bit of its edge because it was going so well. And, it seemed to end right when I got into it. So that kind of ruined it for me. But anyway, I give the main event definitely 4 stars. It was match of the night. I really enjoyed it. Anyway, that's it for me. SpoodBeest out. Hope you enjoyed my review. And for an overall score, I'll give this pay-per-view 7.75. Anyway, I'll see you all later. Peace.